What is up, RPG nerds? This is Billy D. Williams from RPG Ranked, and if you enjoy RPG videos, please check out other videos on the channel. We have Octopath videos and Octopath Traveler 2 videos. And let's get right into this video with the Octopath Traveler 1 Divine Skills. But of course, before I do this, I would like to give a shout out to Silent Longplays, the channel that got all of the gameplay for this video. Thank you so much to that channel for doing that, because that saved me so much time. So of course, starting in the D tier, we have the Merchant, which is actually trash. The Divine Skill, bruh, Bifflegan's Bounty tops might do like 6,000 damage if you're lucky, and it just gives you that much cash. However, it's so easy to grind cash with Tressa's Eye for Money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So just skip this ability and move on to something better. D tier. Alright, let's move on to the C tier. Hunter. Divine Skill. And that's going to be, what? Drafendi's Bow or something, or whatever it's called. Drafendi's Shot. No, that's not what it's called. Something like that. It's just, it just hits once for some bow damage. Honestly, Arrow Storm is better as long as you have good accuracy, not going to lie. Abra's Reckoning is literally always better than this ability, because except if you're trying to just break bow. But if you're trying to break bow, go with Arrow Storm. Yeah, it's not bad, but like Fendi's Bow, yeah, it's just not that good, because Abra's Reckoning does the exact same thing, but it is influenced by physical attack and speed instead of just physical attack. So just go with Abra's Reckoning. Alright, next we have the Star Seers, which is like Steor's Prophecy. And it's nice if you have like max BP, and if you've used like Doter's Charity to get a whole thing going. Doter's Charity, and then you have, what am I saying? Oh, yeah, you use something that gives you BP back, like Energizing Pomegranate or Jam or whatever, and then you use that on your whole party, and then you can have like max BP, and then you Steor's Prophecy, but the problem is this still only hits once. So even if you do all that crap, it hits once. So it's not really doing that much, honestly. So like it's B tier because it can hit for like huge numbers, 99,999, like right when you get it, as long as you like know what you're doing. But like otherwise, like go away from this ability. Or next we have the Warriors, which is Brand's Thunder, which is like nice right when you get it. You can do a lot of damage, but like it just does a lot of damage. It's a really good single target ability for a while, and it will hit for more than 9,999 right when you get it. So that can be really good and broken right when you get it. But otherwise, there are better abilities to be using. Well, let's move out of the B tier and move on to the A tier. The first is going to be the Sorcerer's Divine Skill. And the Sorcerer's Divine Skill is what? Draesang's spell. It allows you to do critical damage with all magic, which, what, like 1.5 times damage, which is nice. I personally prefer the Scholar one, because anytime I'm trying to do huge damage, it's going to be against one target. I can't really think of the only time that I would really like this over the Scholar, which does double damage but makes it hit one target. It's going to be like that Galdera fight, because there are multi-targets and that's super annoying. But like most fights, I'd rather use the next ability, the Scholar ability, Elephant's Enlightenment, because it doubles damage instead of just like 1.5 or 1.25 the amount of damage. Combine that with some of those OP sorcerer support skills. Preferably use both of them if you can get the time in to do that, if you have like Show Goes On and Persistence and stuff. But yeah, it's nice. They're both nice at dealing extra damage. But they're not like personally my favorites. Like they're still really good, but like, yeah, just not my favorite. Alright, let's move on to the Thief, Abra's Reckoning. Of course, this isn't going to be as good as a late game as like the last two, but in terms of just being like amazing in general, this is awesome, because earlier in the game, Abra's Reckoning can be like, if you have Therion as your main character, you can get Abra's Reckoning like actually pretty soon. And you can just use Donate BP with Tressa or a Merchant, and then basically just get like one shot every single battle with Abra's Reckoning. It's broken. And then steal SP, you never have to worry about SP, so just stealing SP using Abra's Reckoning can basically kill anything for the mid game. Alright, next let's move on to the S tier. And first in S tier we have Doter's Charity, the Apothecary ability. This one is really good, but I wouldn't use it except for like Galdera or any of the advanced job fights, because the only things that are actually really good with this ability you don't want to be wasting earlier in the game, like the jams. So like this can honestly just be a mega elixir like over and over again, and you can basically, if you just grind out getting jams, you can technically just full heal your characters every turn. But you know, kind of broken, but like not my favorite because it's not really applicable for the majority of the game. Let's move on to the next in S tier, which is going to be CLT's Seduction, the Dancer ability. And this is just absolutely broken. It lets you use things on everyone, and of course that, just think about that. It lets you use any buff on everyone, any single target attack. So like, yeah, just think about that. Some of those broken abilities you can use on everyone, like Leg Hold Trap, you can use it on everyone. Like buffs, you can use it on everyone. You get my vibe. I'm sure you get the vibe. So let's move on to the next one. Now we are going to the S plus tier, and the first is going to be Balagor's Blade, which is the Rune Lord. It hits 6 times, once with each element, and that is just broken. I don't think it's as good as Winhild's Battlecry because it's a lot easier to hit multiple times with elemental attacks because of the way the sorcerer works. You get 3 hits on everyone. However, I mean, like Arrow Storm and like, you know, 1,000 Spears, all that, but some of those other attacks, like if you just aren't weak to like the spears or the bows, then you have a much better chance of Winhold's Battlecry. And yeah, it's just, I feel like it's harder to hit weaknesses when it comes to physical weaknesses in this game than elemental weaknesses, which is weird because I'd say it's the reverse in Octopath 2. But of course, anyway. Yeah, so Balagor's Blade is really good, but I think Winhild's Battlecry, which is the next one, is a little bit better. But yeah, the War Master's Winhild's Battlecry is also in S plus tier. And on the top of this list is going to be my personal favorite, and that is going to be Alfric's Blessing, or what is it? Alfric's... Oh, no. Alfric's Blessing is from the second game. Sorry, Alfric's Allspices. That is going to be number 1 for me because it lets you use any ability twice. Not the divine skills, but it double casts any ability that you use, and that's just absolutely broken. It's way more broken in Octopath 2 because it gives you a second turn. I don't know what they were thinking there, but here it just uses the same spell twice. So if you want to use any of the sorcerer spells, that's mostly where this is broken. Sorcerer spells combined with the scholar and the sorcerer abilities, that's broken. It lets you technically do double damage with that, even without having to only hit one person. It lets you heal twice in a row. It lets you concoct twice in a row. Like any of these things, that's just absolutely obscene. Like the Cleric has my favorite divine skill in Octopath 1. I get if you like Winhild's Battlecry or Balagor's Blade better. I totally get it. Or even Dota's Charity, maybe even CLT's Seduction. Like all those, I get it. Rank them how you will. But I think other than that, like, I think all those other ones are definitely in the lower tiers though. But thank you guys all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and check out some of the other videos on the channel. There's a lot of Octopath videos, a lot of other RPG videos, and yeah, my name is actually not Billy D. Williams. My name is Brighton Nelson, if you were wondering. Check out rpgrank.com for more articles, and if you enjoy, check out the check out the merch in the description below. Thank you guys all for watching this video, and have a fantastic day. Peace out, RPG nerds.